Getting kids to develop a love for reading is hard enough. It's even harder when they can't see themselves represented through the characters or stories.
Yeah, former D.C. school teacher working to change that, not only for his students, but he's paying it forward by creating literary diversity for young readers nationwide. Maureen is live in Northeast with more. I love this so much, Maureen.
Me too. We're at the Freedom School, so check it out behind me. A lot of these kids come from disadvantaged backgrounds. But, you know, the one thing that all children have in common is their love of learning. They want adventure. They want fun. Glen Mourning, who you see there in the white shirt, he is the former teacher who said he didn't see his kids really seeing themselves represented in some books. So he came up with the Crunchy Life book series. Interesting name in of itself. We're going to find out exactly why he chose the name Crunchy Life. But he came up with this book series to help these kids really see themselves in stories and get them reading. And guess what? It's worked. Take a look.
Inside these walls and down these halls, children are learning about real superheroes.
That's the girl, and that's the police, the class, and the fire one, and the basketball, Mr. Glen. Are you two, Mr. Glens?
Paradise gets to see her teacher, Mr. Glen, on these pages and in real life through books that mirror the lives they live.
It's funny that I'm a reading teacher because at one point, I was probably the worst reader in my entire elementary school. I can remember getting picked on and being laughed at as late as 10, even 11 years old for how poor I was reading as a kid. My name is Glen Mourning. I'm a 5th grade language arts teacher in Northern Virginia, and I am the author of the Crunchy Life Kids series.
Elroy, Zaire, and Liam are reading the 9-book series in a program at the Freedom School in the district.
Every Tuesday we read the Crunchy Life books. Yes, the morning comes in. And that's pretty nice.
The Crunchy Life Kids series is actually a way to capture the actual lived experience of Black and brown boys and girls in inner city America.
It's like because there's not really a lot of characters who look like us in fictional chapter books, because you don't really see them that much. So it makes me feel like empowered.
Empowered and equipped with lessons they use every day.
What I learned is that don't let something that happens to you define who you are.
Well, I love football, so get good grades, play football.
To never give up, even if times extremely hard.
My goal is not to become rich and famous. My goal is literally to make literacy and reading fun for kids, especially kids that are reluctant readers.
Read Crunchy Life.
Yes, read Crunchy Life. It's a very good book, and you can learn a lot of stuff from it. Oh, and who knows? Maybe you'll see a character that looks like you.
Don't you just love it? So yes, Glen Mourning is putting his talents to good use with this Crunchy Life book series, kids book series. Coming up in the next hour, we're going to talk to Glen. Again, an idea of why he started it, the name Crunchy, what's behind it. But let me leave you again with these kids. They're just arriving here this morning, but already we've seen some of them walk up to the bookshelf here to go and get a book. What bigger prize is that than to have a child just love learning so much that they on their own go get a book? Check this little guy out. So yeah, a lot of activity happening here at the Freedom School. It's for middle school kids or young kids, elementary all the way to middle school. So not just the little ones, the older ones are here as well. All of them learning, especially during the summer months where you kind of have, you know, that brain freeze and the atrophying of what you've learned. These kids not letting that happen. They are learning, they're having fun, and really just loving reading, which as a mom, I tell you what, sign me up to get kids reading. I love everything about that. So more in the next hour as we pay it forward.
Nothing expands your horizons like reading. I tell you, it is just such a lifelong gift. And if you get it early like that, I love to hear the buzz and the excitement of the kids there, right? So much fun.
I know.
Looking forward to it, Mo. Thank you.
Right.
Ask any teacher and they will tell you strong reading skills are the groundwork for academic success. Maureen Ume is live with a teacher who wrote the book on creating strong readers, literally. So you are paying it forward not only regionally but nationally, Mo.
Yeah. Really, we are, because Glen Mourning's program has gone national. You can see it through Zoom. He really is on a mission to make sure the kids everywhere are reading. And more importantly, kids can see themselves in these books. So he came up with the Crunchy Life kids series. And so, Glen, come on over here. This is Glen Mourning. Congratulations, first of all, on doing something so many of us parents love, and that's getting kids to read. You're a teacher, so I know it's near and dear to your heart. Crunchy Life, where does this name come from?
Yeah, so in general, when life gets challenging or things are
kind of, too difficult to actually take in and swallow, life gets crunchy, but you can't stop, right? So basically, the books and the curriculum itself is just a whole bunch of, stories and curriculum that's designed for, students that normally, black and brown children, statistically, they say that, they perform lower in terms of reading and vocabulary, but they're actually just, competing with so many other things that kind of just get in the way. So the Country Life Kids series is one way for students to just basically, see themselves in the content in the curriculum, to be fully invested in their own learning, to learn life lessons along the way, to then also build those lifelong skills as readers, writers, and also just students in general to be successful later on.
And just in a nutshell, how do you get these books into these schools and these programs like this?
I mean, it's tough. You just have to meet the right people. You just have to call a lot of folks. Use your connections. The biggest thing I would say is just giving the opportunity for kids to have them for free is my biggest thing. And, I would love for schools around the country, obviously, to purchase the books, but at the same time, like, my whole thing is just allow kids to have access to literature where they're going to then go off and continue reading and learning.
Indeed. So I want to bring you in here. This is Lamont Geddes, and you are the director of the Freedom School where we are here. What has it meant to this program to have these books here?
These books are just phenomenal because they help bring Freedom Schools alive. Freedom Schools started during the Civil Rights Movement, and it started for children who did not have access to literacy. So for us to have an African-American teacher, an African-American author, and to bring African-American books with characters that look just like our children is phenomenal. He brings our program alive.
Indeed, he does. And look at the happy faces of these kids here. So, Glenn and Lamont, so we have a little surprise for you. I don't know if you know about our series called Paying It Forward at Fox 5, where we take programs like you, people doing amazing things, and paying it forward in your own way. So this is how we're paying it forward. Our friends at Eastern's Automotive Group, Joel Bassam, always there at the ready, wanting to help us. And this time he said absolutely. So he's got a little message for you, gentlemen. If you just listen, here you go.
Hi, Mr. Mourning. My name is Joel Bassam from Easton's Automotive Group, and we heard about the way you're supporting your community, not only through the Crunchy Life series, but by creating amazing conversations of inclusion and community diversity. We wanted to support what you're doing by donating $1,500 directly to yourself so you can continue to support those who are most in need.
Yay! Let me flip you around this way. Oh my gosh. All right, gentlemen, how does it feel?
Pizza for everybody. We go.
I want to flip you guys over here so we get you. And I'm going to hand well, you can hang on to this as well, but okay. So this is, again, how we're paying it forward. $1,500. It's pizza for everybody, literally, and Crunchy Life books. Just real quick, if folks want to get a copy of these books, where can they go?
On Amazon, the books are there for sure. But if you contact me at glenmourning.com, everything will be there in terms of the curriculum, the programming, and also just other ways that you can get involved and to give back as well.
And real quick, Freedom Schools, if folks want to learn more?
If you want to go more, go to NCCF's website, and you can learn all about our Freedom Schools, nccf-cares.org.
And of course, Eastern's Automotive Group always doing good things, so you do good things by them as well. This is how we're paying it forward today. Folks, I think some happy kids here today, right? All right, another pay it forward in the books. Fox 5's Good Day DC. We'll be back right after this break.